If you're anything like us, you've wasted so much money buying stuff that you just end up, you know, not liking and having to replace with something else better. In this video, we're covering some good things that we love that are must-haves, some bad things that we don't necessarily love too. So stay tuned. All right guys, first thing on my list is good cookware. You have to have good cookware. This is a must-have for me, and some good cookware that I can recommend, and none of these products are sponsored in this video. We're doing this because we part-time RV and we hope that these things might be helpful to you in deciding like what's actually necessary to take, because buying all this stuff all the time is just exhausting and expensive, and hopefully you'll get some use out of like the minimal things that we choose that we love. So good cookware. Ninja makes good cookware, guys. These are the Ninja Foodie Never Stick skillets. I love these things. They are kind of pricey. They start at like maybe $69, but they can go up to like 150 bucks depending on what set you get. I just have two. One's smaller and one's bigger, but they are induction because we used to have a Class A diesel pusher with an induction stove, and I kept them and they work fine on the gas stove in the travel trailer, but I kept them because they are super nonstick. I love them. They're heavy. They're good. Believe me, we've been doing this a long time, and I've bought the cheap stuff, and the cheap stuff is it's just not worth buying. It's just not. If you want a good meal and you're going somewhere for a week, you gotta have good cookware. This is stuff I love. Ninja. The Ninja.
That would smack me with it the way she's holding it up there. I'm gonna keep kind of like flinching behind the camera.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be induction, but if you're planning on upgrading your RV, then maybe you want to go with induction. But I love them and I'll continue to use them. Next thing on the list in the category of cookware are the magma pots. If any of you have already done this before, you already know they're great for packing because they nest together. So these are my magma pots. And these are kind of expensive as well, but they come with this little bungee cord to keep them all together. I just keep them right under here under my sink because there's a big place for them, but they nest together. So I mean, the lids, everything. This is like a set of 1, 2, 3, 4 pots and 2 different lids that can go with them. They come with those nice little felt pads so they don't like clang around and get damaged. They do come with handles that stick on to make this a skillet. I can show you. There you go, and you've got yourself a skillet, and they pack well and they wash well. I mean, that's it, guys. Pretty non-stick. Yeah, this is more like a ceramic thing, but like, I mean, they're great. Good cookware, can't beat it. Definitely spend your money on good cookware. And this is the lid.
And they store nicely, so it doesn't take a lot of room to hang on to them.
Yep. Another part of good cookware is I always like to carry a good cast iron Dutch oven. And that's because we like to make chili over the fire. Or whatever, vegetables over the fire. But love the cast iron Dutch ovens for that. I keep mine down here. You can see it. Of course, it's a Lodge. It's got a little bit of rust. But I've cleaned it up pretty good. If yours gets rusty, I mean, I could do a whole separate video on how to clean rusty cast iron, but really some kosher salt and boiling water go a long way. So you're probably wondering, well, you're a part-timer, Val, why do we have to have all this cookware? Do you use real plates or do you use paper? Well, the answer to that question is we use both, because it depends on where we're going and how much I feel like doing. If we're gonna be somewhere a week, yeah, I'll do dishes. But if we're gonna be somewhere 2 days, I'll buy paper plates. So I carry both. And I've got a couple little plastic plates here. Not many, because again, you just wash them and reuse them. We've only got 4 that normally come with us. And then yeah, I've got paper plates, paper bowls, and a bunch of paper plates. So to answer your question, both. But when it comes to silverware, I typically don't buy plasticware. We always keep a good set of silverware. So in regard to cookware still, good silverware and not the cheap stuff goes a long way. Especially utensils as well. I got this set at Target, comes with like 25 pieces.
I think you have more utensils in the camper than we do the house.
I don't know, maybe, but You never know what we're gonna be cooking while we're out, so. I would definitely choose something like a Target set over like dollar store set. Again, just spend the money, the quality stuff is better. Another good kitchen item I love is the Ninja Nutra Blender Plus. And I think you can look it up on Amazon as that. I'll try to put a link in the description for the one that I got, because if you're anything like me and you love smoothies every morning, this is perfect because it comes with 2 cups. So you've got the blade, and then once the smoothie's done, you've got cup number 1 and cup number 2. I love this thing. It's so easy, and I don't know what else to say about it. It's worth the purchase. Now, is it a must-have? No, if you don't need to blend anything, but we like margaritas, don't we?
We do.
We like smoothies. That's about all we make, really, mixed drinks and smoothies. But
maybe we should try a mixed drink smoothie.
Yeah, I can do that. That's doable. The next good must-have, you guys already know this, is a good mattress. I'm not gonna talk long about this one because y'all know RV mattresses come with crappy mattresses. You can watch our mattress video on the one we bought and had to return and the whole return process and what we found. It was a whole episode, so watch that. I won't go through the motions, but get a good mattress. It's a must-have, and ours was a good purchase from rvmattress.com. Again, not sponsored. It just worked out. The second one worked out. It's fine, but it also has a topper on it. Do you hate spending the money? Yes. Is it worth it? Yes. Okay, my last good must-have is really cheap, like 10 to 15 bucks. They are these Camp Spark extendable marshmallow sticks. Comes with 4. Now, you can buy any brand you want. And again, I'll just link something that's cheap on Amazon that's similar if I can't find these. They come in little different colors. But look, guys, like they'll sell you a set of 25. I don't know if you're anything like this, but you don't need 25 sticks. If there's, I don't know how many, are you camping with 25 people? Like, I don't know. You only need 2 or 4. Like, comes with 2. Not every person in my family eats hot dogs. We only use these for marshmallows, really. You gotta have them if you're having s'mores. So that's definitely a must-have in my opinion. My only bad purchase, which is a no, which is something you don't even need, are those camping foldable tables. Like, you just don't need them, in my personal opinion. You've got your dinette inside. Most campgrounds have a picnic table for you outside. And if that's not enough, then fine, get it. Maybe you like to cook outside. We did have one at one point that was, what was the white one, Jarrett?
It was a Coleman one. It was aluminum. Coleman. It was a little aluminum. It was like white and gray.
Yeah, it was useful when we cooked bacon outside. But maybe your RV has an outdoor kitchen. Maybe you have space out there. Maybe you can just use the camping picnic table to cook bacon if your extension cord will reach to your little griddle there. But I don't know. I just don't think it's necessary to pack. It just takes up more storage. It's more to set up. It's more to clean. And it's more to tear down. So that's my bad item that I feel is just unnecessary.
So all my must-haves you can do for about $100 a piece. Things I keep in them, and a lot of my must-haves actually you can multi-purpose them. So if you're using guy math, they're much cheaper because you can use them for different things. So the first thing you get for every camper, and if you don't have one, you should have one, and it's really important to have because you use it for everything. You've seen me use this in a video before. This is, and I'm a big Milwaukee fan, but a Milwaukee drill. So this is not an expensive Milwaukee because it's the smaller, kind of like what I would call the homeowner version. I think this kit's like $125 or something like that, but I like it because it came with 2 batteries and a little flashlight that I've never used and this little drill. Now I've used this thing every time we set up and tear down. Now I know this isn't Milwaukee and I should probably put a Milwaukee set, and I might actually have one in my other tool bag, but have you a good set of bits. These bits are pretty handy for the simple fact that you've got different screw types. Like these little squared bits is what they use in campers quite a bit. I used that one the other day when we had a water leak. So, you know, it's good to have a good selection of bits for just whatever you need it for. You will use this thing if you can't, probably more than you want. The next selection of my next must-have, this was about $100. And again, I'm not a big DeWalt fan, but this was the best deal I could find on Amazon. Was a good socket set. Comes with a good set of bits that I can use in my drill. I've never actually used this tool set yet, which is a good thing. But it has Allens, it has wrenches, it has couple of 10 millimeters. I don't know if you guys know this, and Valerie probably doesn't know what I'm talking about, but the 10 millimeter is the most elusive socket in every man's tool set. And I actually have 2 of them in here, so there you go. Super helpful. You know, like I say, it's one of these things that, you know, don't want to use it until you need it, and then when you need it, you need it. So my next game changer that I've used, and I've had these on every camper that I've had, is these Max chocks, Max X chocks. Now the big reason I like these Max X chocks is because I can use my drill to run them in and out. So these, you can use any drill, and it comes with this little handy 13 millimeter socket, but you can run them in, you can run them out, and you can use your drill to do it. Now I have had a set that has the bolt on top of them where you take like a ratchet and you do it this way, but with the bolt on top I really wouldn't be able to get my drill on it. And while they work great, it just takes longer, and this is easier. And so I've had these on every camper, or had these for every camper that didn't have an automatic leveling system. And while you still get the bounce of the camper, you take the back and forth rock out of the camper. Now they all have that, and it helps, but you know, it makes, I don't know, to me it just makes us be able to sleep a little easier. The kids get up and move, we don't get quite as much rocking motion in the camper. My bad, not really a bad, and I'm probably going to get some backlash for this. In our Nautica, we had a Blackstone griddle, and it was kind of big. You know, I think it had a griddle on one side and maybe like a burner on the other side, but it was like their portable version at the time. And it was really big and really heavy. And the griddles are great if you're cooking bacon or eggs or stuff, but they are a pain to clean. And because of that, that's my bad. We never used it because it was kind of a pain to get in and out. I mean, you had to take the big griddle off of the cast iron griddle, and you set it out of the way, and you get the base out, and you set the base up and put the griddle back on it. And it just, I didn't like it. To be honest with you, I didn't like it. I mean, you know, it had its place. It just, its place was not in our camper. And we hauled that thing around for the better part of 2 years and used it maybe like 3 times. Honestly, when we got this travel trailer, I went and bought me a little Coleman deal on wheels that it's all aluminum, doesn't weigh hardly anything, and I throw it in the back of my truck when we need it, and honestly I like it better. So my bad, which is not bad, and you guys are probably going to chastise me on the internet, is the Blackstone. And if you love them, great. I don't, so there you go. We can still be friends. Anyway, if this video was helpful at all, like and subscribe. If it wasn't helpful at all, like and subscribe. I don't care. So I'm joking, I do care if you didn't think it was helpful. Probably not as much as you do. Anyway, have a great day. We'll see you on our next adventure. Hope everyone's doing well.